Hi all, good morning. This is Dr. Gopal Reddy, and our today's topic is isomerization. What is means of isomerization? In coordination compounds, any two or more compounds which will be having same molecular formula but different arrangements of the atoms or ions in their molecule are called as isomers, and the phenomenon is called as isomerism. Isomerism is classified mainly into two categories majorly, that is structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism arises due to the difference in the structures of the coordination compounds, and stereoisomerism is arise due to the different spatial orientation or arrangement of the ligands around the metacentral metal ion. These are two major category. Again, if we come to the structural isomerism is again classified into the ionization isomerism, hydration isomerism, also called as solvate isomerism, linkage isomerism, coordination isomerism. And then if we come to the stereoisomerism, classified into the two types. One is geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Let us see in details what is means of these ionization, hydration, linkage, coordination, geometrical and optical isomerism. If it is come to the ionization isomerism, it is type of structural isomerism. This isomerism is arise due to the production of different ions. Example, if you take the any particular compound which will be having the same molecular formula, but when you put into the solution medium, that's called aqueous medium, it will be produces different ions. Example, if you see this compounds, cobalt COBrNH3 5 times Cl, which is giving COBrNH3 pi, no 5 times plus Cl minus. Here two ions are producing. One is coordination sphere, that is COBrNH3, so 5 plus and Cl minus ions are producing. But whereas come to the another compound, that is COClNH3 5 times Br in the solid state, which is producing again this coordination sphere, that is COClNH3 5 times plus of Br minus. So one side he has Cl minus is a now counter ion, and on the side is a Br minus is a counter ion. So here different ions are producing, that is called as ionization isomerism. The compounds will be having same molecular formula but producing different ions. This is called as ionization isomerism. And here also, if you can see this pictorial representation, cobalt is exhibiting octahedral geometry in the both the cases, but in the first cases Br is counter ion, whereas other rest is called as coordination sphere. In the other side, so CO again cobalt 3 plus is produced exhibiting octahedral geometry, so where Br is directly coordinating and Cl is remains outside the coordination sphere as a counter ion. So these type of compounds are exhibiting ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism means the compounds are having same molecular formula but producing different ions in the aqueous medium. If it is come to the solvate or hydrate isomerism means, so this isomerism is arised due based on the different number of water molecules in and outside the coordination sphere. In and outside the coordination sphere. Why this is isomerism is called as hydrate isomerism? Why? Because this depends upon the number of water molecules. The best known example for this hydrate isomerism or solvate isomerism is chromium chloride 6H2O, whereas this molecule is exhibiting three different types of isomers, that is CrCl2H2O 4 times Cl2H2O. Here 4 chromium is exhibiting octahedral geometry, that is the coordination number is 6, whereas out of 6 2 Cls are there and 4 H2Os are there. If it is come to the second isomer, that is CrClH2O 5 times Cl2, here out of 6 coordination, so 1 is Cl, rest 5 are water molecule, and if it is come to the last one, CrH2O6 Cl3, whereas all the 6 ligands are water molecules. So even if you keep on changing the number of water molecule inside the coordination sphere, whereas in the first example 4 water molecules are there, which is gives major difference. major difference in their water property. So first one is so exhibiting the color bright green colored, and if it is come to the second one which is showing so gray green color, and the third one which is showing violet color. So if you keep on changing the number of water molecules, so their properties are changing. So this is what some exhibit the colors, and here also I shown what the structure. So where first example, so there are 6 water molecules are there. So in the second molecule 5 water molecules are there, 1 Cl is there. So rest outside is, so in the first molecule 3 Cls will be remains outside. So and in the second structure there will be water 2 Cls and H2O is remaining outside. And how we can know that, so how many Cls are remains outside and how many Cls are remains inside the coordination sphere? That is a reaction with the AgNO3. If you put AgNO3, so that depends upon the how many molecules of AgNO3 is required to precipitate with the Cl minus. So based on that we can tell that so whether Cl is remains inside or outside. So with the Cl is remains inside, that is a direct coordination with the central metal ion called as chromium, which is not reacting with silver nitrate. So we can identify how many chlorides are there here. Come to the another type of structural isomerism, that is called as linkage isomerism. Linkage isomerism is arise due to the presence of ambidentate ligands in the core complex. Ambidentate ligand means a ligand which can be ability to donate or coordinate to the central metal atom, either any of the those atoms present in the ligands. Simple example if you consider, that is SCN or NCS, thiocyanate or isothiocyanate, or NO2 minus or ONO. NO2 minus are called as NO2 minus are called nitro group, whereas in the nitro group is called as ambidentate ligand. Ambidentate ligand means in the NO2 ligand either N may coordinate to the metal atom or O may coordinate to the central metal ion. So whereas C, SCN or NCS in this ligand, so this ligand is also called as ambidentate ligand. To the central metal ion either S can coordinate or either N can be coordinate. So in the both the case, the oxidation states and coordination number, the valency, everything is remains same. So only the coordinating, the attacking ligand atom is different from the same ligand. So these type of ligands are called as ambidentate ligand. So if we come to the below example structures I given NO2 and NO2 group, whereas N is directly coordinating to central metal ion, then that is called as nitro group. If it is O is coordinating to the central metal ion, is called a nitrito or nitrito or also nitrous O. So compound. See examples, if the same compounds is exhibiting so different type of linkage. See in the first structure 4 NH3 5 NH3 groups are there with the central metal ion cobalt, and N is directly coordinating from the nitro group. And in this again second structure there are 5 ligands, that is called as ammonia as there, NH is coordinating to central metal ion. So and the sixth ligand, that is nitro group, which is coordinating through oxygen, so this is called as what nitro group. So this type of isomers are called as linkage isomers. Linkage isomers means the isomerism is arised due to the presence of ambidentate ligand in the complexes, which is vary in the attacking the or coordinating the central metal ion based on different atoms in a ligand. And another type of isomerism called as stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism means molecules have the same molecular formula but different atoms are joined to each other in a different spatial arrangement. They occupy different position in three-dimensional space. Stereoisomerism means the compounds are having same molecular formula but different in the spatial arrangement, are called as stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism is classified into majorly two types. One is geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Again, these isomerism is classified into subdivisions. Example, geometrical isomerism is again classified into the cis and trans isomers, and optical isomerism is again classified into the dextron-levorotatory. That you can see. Geometrical isomerism Geometrical isomerism is classified into the cis and trans, whereas single bond molecules generally it won't exhibit what a geometrical isomerism. Why? Because we can rotate the single bond on its molecular axis. See here I given one 1 comma 2 dichloro ethane I given. So this molecule, see this green one and white one which are present in the, we consider the green one which are on the same side, that we can be thus any ligands or atoms are present on the same side, then we can say it is called as what a series. But if it is see in the second example, we can rotate the molecule per 180 degree, so that molecule lose its property, so that we can't see this. So what is the nature of what that ligand? And if it is see again, if it is in the another last structure, so this two atoms that is in the green color which is exactly opposite in direction become what a trans. The first one is cis and last one is called as what a trans. So that's any molecule which will be having single bond which cannot be exhibiting so that geometrical isomerism, we can't say that it is what a, so which isomers are producing, because there is a pre-rotation on its molecular axis, so we can't predict exactly. But so when the molecule is having a double bond, that will be restrict the pre-rotation. So when, so we can say that it will be what either cis or trans isomerism. And optical isomerism. Optical isomerism is arise due to the presence of achiral carbon in the molecule. So achiral or chiral carbon means that is two different forms are known as optical isomers, are called as enantiomers. They occur when the molecule having chiral center. Chiral center means which can contains asymmetric carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon atom means there are four different atoms or group of atom groups which are arranged in a tetrahedral manner. So that will be example, if you center take any carbon atom which is shows four valency, that is all four link, the groups are different from each other. So then that compound, the carbon is called as what chiral carbon. So any molecule which contains a chiral carbon, then only it will be what optically active. If you see this chiral center in the first structure, a central carbon atom is there, C is there, and then that is linked to what four different group. One is yellow, one is green, one is red, and one is so blue or violet. Which see that for central carbon atom there are four groups that are attached with the four different groups are linking. Then that carbon compound is called as what chiral compound carbon. So which is the all four groups are linked to central atom in a tetrahedral manner, because which is having got coordination number 4. The coordination number 4 means there are two possibilities. One is tetrahedral and square planar. Here the molecule is exhibiting tetrahedral with hybridization called as sp3. This is simple molecule. If it is come to the linear molecule, if you see this, so second structure, that is 2-chlorobutane is exhibiting optical isomerism, because it is second carbon atom. If you see this, so according to Lewis sum rule, we can see give the numbering from what right to left to right, whereas carbon is getting what a second position. Second position carbon which is having one side, one group is called as green in color, that is different, is called chloro, and other side the C2 ethyl group is there, and other side one hydrogen is there, other side methyl group is there. There are four different groups. One is chloro, so two is ethyl group, and third is hydrogen, and fourth is so methyl groups are there. Again this compound are called, this carbon is called as chiral carbon, which is optically active, because if the compound need to be optically active, the minimum, the basic criteria for that compound is, so that should contain at least one chiral compound. Then optical isomerism, which will be because of exhibiting of what the spatial chiral compound. Two forms which exist which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. Non-superimposable means we cannot stack one palm exactly on top of the other one, so we can't fix, we can't superimpose. So that kind of compounds are called as what so non-superimposable mirror images. Some common objects we can say, that is mirror images and superimposable. superimposable but not mirror images, non-superimposable mirror images. These are some objectives you can say. And optical isomers and their classification and the differences. Isomers are different in their reactions to plane polarized light. That means if you pass the plane polarized light, so the plane polarized light may rotate in a no, in the clockwise or in the anti-clockwise. So based on that we can say that whether the optically active compound is dextrorotatory or levorotatory. It depends. Plane polarized light vibrates in one direction. That means if we pass the general light source in an equal prism, all the vibrations of the source is confined to a single plane, then that light is called as plane polarized light. One isomer rotate the light to the right, that is to the clockwise, and other can be a left, that is called as anti-clockwise. A rotation of light is measured using the polarimeter that I can give in the next slide. Rotation is measured by observing the polarization light coming out towards the absorber, so whether it will be clockwise or anti-clockwise. If the light appears to have turned to right, then that compound are called as what? Dextrorotatory. That it can be represented with a small d or with the symbol sign called as plus palm. So then those compounds called as dextrorotatory. And if the plane polarized light is turned to left, then that is called as levorotatory. That can be represented with small l or with the minus sign. Racemic mixture or racemate. Racemic mixture means that is a 50-50 mixture of enantiomer, that is D and L. You can be represented with the D and L or plus bar minus, called as a racemic mixture. That means that will be having equal ratio of dextro and levorotatory, so optical isomers. So in that, so the dextrorotatory compound which will be able to rotate in the positive direction, and levorotatory can be able to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, so that they can be annihilate each other, they cancel each other. So the final result is, so there is no optical rotation in the light, so you can get out a normal light through it. Optical activity is common in biochemistry and pharmaceuticals. Most of amino acids are exhibiting optical activity. Many drugs must be made of one optical isomer to be effective and need similar doses and get reduced some side examples. So there are some examples, so where the optical isomers are preparing or using. This is a polarimeter which can use to determine or finding the rotate optical activity of any compound. See now here first source is giving, that is where is A, that is called as light source, which can produce the vibrating all direction, that is called 360 direction, and that light is passing through a B, that is called as a Nicol prism, where the light is passed to a Nicol prism that can confine all the vibrations in a single plane, which will be can be seen after B. One black line is there, that is all the vibrations are confined to a single direction, and that is passed through a sample C, where we place our sample. So that means whose optical activity is going to be measured, that can be placed there, and that light is passed through that. And if you see in that, so that light is rotating either direction, that can be measured called as theta. That theta is called as angle of rotation, so that can be measured by E, that called as analyzer, and finally that can be observed by the observer. So this is the instrument used to measure the optical rotation, called as a polarimeter. So if the light passes to have turned to right, then it's called as dextrorotatory, and if it is left, then it's called as levorotatory. And thank you very much.